Chosen one. There are moments in life when destiny does not declare itself loudly. These moments do not appear on the grand stage, nor do they demand your attention. In fact, they may seem mundane or even overwhelming, filled only with the struggle of making it through the day. Yet, it is in these very moments, these silent crossroads, that your soul's greatest test and most profound decision occurred. Do not turn your head away now, for this is the very essence of your spiritual journey. In that fleeting moment, you made a decision that felt small, quiet, perhaps even uncertain. No applause, no affirmation. The world did not notice your choice, but it was a choice nonetheless. It was the moment when you stood alone, burdened with fear and doubt, your heart trembling beneath the weight of the unknown. Your hands shook, your thoughts scattered, and yet despite it all, you moved forward. And in that movement, you shifted the course of your life. At the time, it did not feel brave. It did not feel like a moment of heroism or victory. In fact, it may have felt like a profound loneliness, a quiet chaos of confusion and uncertainty. You questioned every step, every breath. You replayed the scene in your mind 1,000 times, wondering if you had misunderstood the signs, if you had misinterpreted the path before you. And yet in that moment of wavering doubt, you chose to move forward. You chose to continue. Chosen one, hear this now. Your decision in that moment was far more significant than you could have ever known. You see, in the eyes of the world, your choice was quiet, unremarkable, perhaps even invisible. But in the realm of the divine, it was everything. The universe watched. Heaven marked that moment, for it was not merely about what you decided, it was about how you decided. The stillness, the trembling of your heart, the quiet resolve in the face of uncertainty. This was not an ordinary decision. This was the moment when your soul chose alignment over mere obedience. Do not skip over this. Do not look away. Keep reading, for this choice would begin to reshape your timeline in ways you cannot yet fathom. In the sacred scriptures it is written, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted." Psalm 34:18. Chosen. 1. Heaven did not miss your quiet sorrow, your deep questioning, your moment of solitude. Grace responded. There, in the stillness of your doubt, heaven reached out to you and a shift began. A shift that could never have occurred without your willingness to move forward despite the unknown. Without your choice to remain aligned even when everything inside you screamed for safety and comfort. You must understand this now, that it was not about the grand gestures, the loud decisions that others could see and applaud. It was about your quiet resolve. It was about the moment when you stood at the crossroads, unsure of the next step, and chose to keep moving forward. Your hands may have been trembling, your heart uncertain, but you chose to continue to realign, to choose truth over fear. And in that decision, the very fabric of your life's timeline began to shift. Do not underestimate this moment, chosen one. This was no small choice. It was not merely a step in your path. It was the defining moment when you began to realign your life, when you chose the truth of your soul over the comfort of the known. In that single decision, the universe heard your heart's cry, and in return, heaven marked you. Grace moved in, and the hidden forces of destiny began to bend toward you, shifting everything in its wake. Look closely, for that moment of uncertainty was the turning point. It was not about finding immediate answers, nor was it about understanding every detail. It was about trusting something deeper. It was about trusting the quiet whisper within that called you to something greater, even when the road ahead seemed unclear. Chosen one. Do not scroll past this truth. Your choice to listen to that inner voice, to trust when the world was silent, was the very spark that ignited a new course for your life. In the silence of that decision, you realigned with your soul's true path. And while the world may have seen only a quiet shift, the universe saw the monumental change that was occurring. Heaven heard your heart and responded. Now, as you continue on this journey, do not turn your head away from the realization that this choice, this quiet, seemingly insignificant decision, was the beginning of a new timeline for you. You have begun to walk a path that is yours alone, guided not by the approval of others, but by the alignment of your soul with its divine purpose. Remember, chosen one, you are not here by accident. Your presence in this moment is not a mere coincidence. It is a sign of the immense merit and high vibration you carry. The very fact that you are reading these words means you have already made that choice even before you consciously knew it. You have chosen alignment. You have chosen truth over comfort, and now the path is unfolding before you. You may not see all the pieces yet, but rest assured they are aligning. Heaven is moving on your behalf, and this chapter of your life, this quiet decision, is only the beginning. You stand on the precipice of something far greater than you can imagine, and it all began with that single, quiet moment of choice. Do not skip ahead. Do not turn away, for this is the moment you have been waiting for. The divine timeline that is unfolding now is one of your own making, crafted by the quiet choices you made when no one was watching, when no one could see the weight of your heart. And now, as you breathe in the sacred truth of this moment, know this: heaven sees you. The universe recognizes your alignment. You are exactly where you need to be. Trust in this journey, for it is not an accident that you are here. Chosen one, I thank you for listening. Your soul's presence here is a testament to the strength and light that you carry. You were meant to hear this message, to receive this transmission. It is no accident. You are here because your spirit is ready for what comes next. As you absorb the energy of this message, anchor it into your life. Comment 777 inches, or I am ready to seal this moment, to activate the luck and energy flowing through you now. This is not just a passing moment. It is the beginning of something profound, something divine. Chosen one, in that sacred quiet moment of choice, something far greater than mere obedience occurred. Do not turn your head away now, for this is where your journey truly begins. Obedience, the world teaches, is simple and clear. It is the following of instructions, the walking down paths already marked out for you. It asks only one question: what is expected of me? It demands conformity, the acceptance of what is deemed acceptable by those who walk before you. But listen closely now, for this is where your path diverges from the mundane. You are called to something deeper. In that quiet moment, you didn't just obey, you aligned. Pay attention, because this is the heart of your soul's transformation. Alignment listens not to the voice of expectation, but to the still, persistent whisper within. The voice that calls you to a higher truth, to a deeper understanding of who you are. Alignment does not bend to the world's standards. It listens to the truth that rises from within your very being, even when it disrupts your comfort, even when it requires you to risk something precious. This is the very essence of your choice, chosen one. Obedience would have kept you safe. It would have kept you in the familiar spaces where everything seemed secure. Obedience would have asked you to stay where you were, to follow the paths laid out by others. But alignment led you to transformation. It led you to the unknown, to the place where true change happens. In that moment when you chose alignment, you were not simply deciding what would come next. You were adjusting the very foundation of your life. Chosen one. This was no small decision. You didn't just take a step forward. You began to shift the very trajectory of your soul's journey. Do not scroll past this now. Do not overlook the magnitude of your choice. That choice you made, that quiet decision, was the pivotal moment when your life's blueprint began to change. Heaven saw it. Heaven recorded it. Even when the world could not see, even when no applause came, heaven knew the weight of your soul's choice. Your decision in that moment was a divine alignment, a shift so subtle yet profound that it would echo throughout the rest of your life. In the beginning, it may have seemed like a small thing, something that didn't matter much at all. The world did not celebrate it, but this was the point, chosen one, when everything started to align. You weren't merely choosing a direction. You were choosing the deep, eternal truth that was calling you to step into your divine destiny. This moment was not just a decision. It was the realignment of your entire being. The weight of this decision, its power, would only begin to reveal itself with time. As you look back, you may find that you are not the same person who stood at that crossroads. You were not just deciding what came next. You were in that moment adjusting your entire timeline, and heaven marked it. The universe recorded it. Do not skip ahead now. Do not turn away from the truth that is unfolding. Your decision to realign was not a decision you made lightly. It came with great sacrifice, with the willingness to let go of what you thought was safe. You stepped away from the path most traveled and into the unknown, and yet you knew. You knew that the stillness within you, the voice calling you to step forward, was stronger than anything the world could offer. The decision you made was not a decision for the world to see, but for your soul to grow. It was a quiet, sacred moment between you and the divine. In that moment, you chose to listen to the truth that was bigger than the comfort of what you already knew. You chose to walk in alignment with something deeper than the expectations of others. The world may not have understood your choice. People may have questioned you, wondered why you were leaving behind what seemed so secure, so comfortable. But chosen one, this was the moment when the real work began. Heaven saw your alignment. Heaven marked that moment as sacred. You were not just adjusting your actions. You were realigning the very foundation of your existence. This moment was far more than a decision. It was a turning point in your soul's journey, and its significance will continue to unfold as time passes. You might not see it all now, chosen one. The weight of this decision will reveal itself in time. But rest assured, you have already begun to walk a new path. The transformation you are undergoing is not an accident. It is a result of your alignment. You are not following the footsteps of others. You are forging your own path, one that is aligned with the deepest truth of your soul. Keep reading until the end, because this is just the beginning. The realignment of your life is a process, a journey that will continue to reveal itself. And it all began with that single moment when you chose to listen to the call of your soul, to step away from the comfort of the known and into the vast unknown of divine transformation. Chosen one, I see you. I feel the weight of your decision, and I honor it. Your soul's presence here is not an accident. You are here because you chose this path, because you chose alignment over obedience. And now, heaven is moving on your behalf. The divine plan for your life is unfolding in ways you cannot yet fully understand, but rest assured it is unfolding perfectly. This moment of realignment was not a decision for the world to see, it was a decision for the divine to recognize. Heaven has seen your heart, and the universe has responded. You are now walking a path that is uniquely yours, a path that was shaped by the alignment of your soul with the greater truth of the universe. Do not turn away from this truth, chosen one. Do not let doubt cloud the power of your decision. You have already begun to walk in the light of your highest self. You have already chosen the path of transformation. And now, the journey continues. Trust that the steps ahead are part of a greater plan, a plan that has been set in motion since that quiet moment of alignment. Your soul is rising, your path is shifting, and heaven is with you every step of the way. Take a moment, chosen one, to anchor this energy into your life. Comment 777 or I am ready to seal this divine alignment. Feel the power of your choice coursing through your being as the universe responds to your faith. You are not alone on this journey. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And this is only the beginning. Chosen one. The moment you made your quiet decision, it was as though an architect had designed the grand blueprint of your life. On paper, everything seemed perfect. The lines were drawn with precision. The foundation seemed secure, and everything appeared to be exactly as it should be. But deep within, in that sacred space of your soul, there was a shift. Do not look away now. This shift, this seemingly subtle moment, was the realignment of everything that would follow. Imagine an architect designing the most magnificent structure, a building meant to touch the heavens. Every detail, every plan is meticulously crafted. Yet within the construction, there is a single beam placed just slightly off-center. At ground level, this misalignment is invisible. To the naked eye, the structure stands strong, majestic, and unwavering. But as the building rises, the small misalignment begins to stretch further. It becomes more and more noticeable with every floor, every level. By the time the building reaches great heights, the once stable foundation begins to show cracks, and the entire structure begins to lean dangerously. In that moment when you made your choice, when you realigned your soul's purpose, it was like correcting that single beam. It didn't feel dramatic. It didn't seem like a grand, earth-shattering moment. But in truth it was. You may have felt a subtle shift, a quiet whisper urging you to move forward, but that was the divine hand realigning your life's structure, gently nudging you back onto the sacred path. Chosen one. The weight of this decision cannot be overstated. The realignment you chose did more than just adjust a single point in your life. It altered the very course of your existence. That seemingly small moment, the one you may not have even recognized as significant, was the beginning of a profound transformation. You corrected the misalignment, not of a building, but of your entire life. The beam once slightly askew was set right. The foundation once uncertain became solid and true. And from that moment forward, everything connected to your purpose had to realign as well. You must understand this. Now chosen one, timelines adjusted. Relationships shifted. Opportunities rearranged themselves. What appeared to be delays, what looked like setbacks or disruptions, were in fact the precise movements of divine timing. It may have felt as though the world was slowing down or that things were taking longer than expected, but in reality, the universe was aligning everything to ensure your path remained true. Every step, every moment of delay, was part of a grander design, a design you could not yet see fully. You were realigning your entire destiny. Do not skip over this. Do not brush this truth aside. You were not just choosing what came next. You were in that very moment choosing to realign the very structure of your life. Everything that had once felt uncertain, everything that had seemed out of place began to fall into its proper place. Heaven saw your choice. Heaven marked it. Even when the world around you could not comprehend the depth of what was occurring, the divine understood. Your decision, though quiet, was powerful. It was the kind of power that moves mountains quiet, steady, and unstoppable. As you realigned, the energy of the universe began to respond. The relationships in your life, those that had felt stagnant, broken, or out of sync, began to shift. Some drifted away while others drew closer, aligning with your new path. Opportunities that had once seemed out of reach began to find their way to you. What once felt like obstacles were now merely stepping stones leading you forward. The realignment had begun, and the divine forces that were always with you started to move. Chosen one. I know you felt the weight of this decision. You may have questioned it, wondered if it was the right thing to do. There may have been moments of doubt, moments when you second-guessed whether you had made the right choice. But let me tell you this. Now, your choice was divinely guided. The cost you felt in your soul was not a price paid in vain. You were being realigned to your true purpose, and the universe, in its infinite wisdom, was orchestrating every step of the way. You may have felt the strain of your decision, the weight of releasing what was familiar, what was comfortable. You may have felt as though the world around you was shifting and shaking, and you were uncertain of where you stood. But understand this, chosen one, in those very moments of discomfort, you were realigning the structure of your life. The foundation was being fortified, and your soul was being prepared for the heights it was destined to reach. The divine architect was at work, guiding you with a steady hand, ensuring that you would rise higher than you ever thought possible. Do not turn your head away from this truth, for it is vital to your journey. Your decision to realign your life was not a small, inconsequential choice. It was a divine intervention, a cosmic correction that set your soul's purpose back on track. What you may have perceived as a delay was actually the divine timing of the universe ensuring that you were not simply walking a path, but walking your path. And now, chosen one, as you stand at the threshold of what comes next. Know this, the realignment is still unfolding. The timelines continue to shift. The relationships continue to evolve, and the opportunities continue to come into alignment. You are no longer walking the path that was laid before you by others. You are now walking the path that was always meant for you, the path that will lead you to your highest potential, your greatest self. You have begun to feel the shift, haven't you? The subtle changes that are taking place in your life. The doors that once seemed closed now stand ajar. The relationships that felt strained or distant now feel more aligned, more meaningful. The opportunities that seemed out of reach now seem to be within your grasp. All of this is the result of the realignment. You chose the realignment that has altered the very fabric of your life. Take a moment, chosen one, to breathe in this sacred truth. You are exactly where you need to be. Every decision, every step you have taken has led you to this moment of divine realignment. Heaven has seen your efforts. The divine has recognized your courage to realign with your true purpose. I want you to anchor this energy into your life now. Comment 777, or I am ready to seal the divine timing and energy flowing through you. Feel the power of your decision resonating in every part of your being, for the realignment is not just a one-time event. It is an ongoing process, a sacred unfolding that will continue to guide you as you rise higher. You are not merely walking through life, you are walking in alignment with the divine design, and that is the most powerful path you could ever walk. Chosen one. There are moments in life that the world will never understand. These are the moments when you stand alone in the quiet, faced with a choice that no one sees, a decision that weighs heavily on your soul. It is in these sacred moments that you realign, shifting the course of your destiny. Do not scroll past this now, for what I am about to reveal is the deepest truth of your journey. Most people, chosen one, will never know the true cost of what you gave. They will never understand the nights when doubt crept in like a shadow, when you questioned every step, wondering if you had misunderstood the calling. The world will never see the internal battle you fought in silence, the moments when you had to release what was familiar and comfortable, the parts of your past that once defined you, but no longer fit the truth of who you are becoming. But heaven saw it. Heaven was there. God did not just notice your choice. He recorded it. It was not a test to pass or fail. This moment was not about achieving something for the world to applaud. It was a divine intersection, a place where your soul's path split, where the direction of your life was irrevocably set. The unseen cost of your realignment was far greater than anything the world could measure. The decision you made in that quiet moment carried an energy that would ripple through the very fabric of your existence. Do not turn your head away now. Do not dismiss the significance of what you are feeling. Your decision was the one that shaped your path, that led you here to this moment, to this sacred space. Your life is forever changed. And while the world may not see it, while those around you may not understand, it does not lessen the power of what you did. Your soul knew what was needed. You knew that the release of the old, the familiar, the comfortable, was not just a step, it was a transformation. In the stillness of that moment when you chose to realign, everything shifted. Your future, once distant and unclear, began to catch up with you. The very fabric of your reality started to stretch, to adjust. You might feel it now, chosen one. Do not look away, for this is where the true depth of your journey lies. Life feels different, doesn't it? The familiar spaces you once inhabited now feel foreign, unsettling. The doors that once stood firmly before you now creak unstable, as though they are shaking on their hinges. You may feel as though something has changed, something that cannot be seen, but that has shifted the very ground you stand upon. That's because your decision has shifted everything. Your quiet, internal realignment has begun to unravel the old, and the new is beginning to rise. It feels like disruption, doesn't it? Like the world around you is in chaos, like the ground beneath your feet is shifting. But hear this, chosen one, pay attention, because this is not what it seems. It may feel like turmoil, like your foundation is crumbling, but in truth it is divine reconstruction. The forces of the universe are realigning your life not to tear you down, but to build you back up into the person you were always meant to become. You see, realignment and transformation often come with discomfort. They are rarely smooth. They do not arrive in neatly wrapped packages. They arrive in the form of discomfort, of feeling unsettled, of stepping into a new identity before you fully understand what that new self entails. But do not shrink from this discomfort. Chosen, One, do not run from the strange, unfamiliar feeling that surrounds you. It is the necessary discomfort of transformation. Romans 12:2 tells us, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This is the very transformation you are undergoing right now. It is the renewal of your soul, the reshaping of your very essence. Do not turn your head away from this truth. Do not let the discomfort of this moment cloud your vision. The realignment you chose has already begun to reshape your reality. What you once thought was permanent is shifting. The familiar, the comfortable, the easy paths you once walked are no longer in alignment with the soul you are becoming. And that chosen one is the mark of true transformation. It may be difficult now. You may feel a sense of loss, a sense of confusion as the old ways crumble before you. But know this, what is falling away was never meant to carry you into your divine destiny. What is crumbling now, what feels like it is slipping from your grasp, is making space for something far greater to enter your life. The world around you may appear to be unstable, but in the grand design of the universe, it is not crumbling, it is being rebuilt. The doors that once stood firm are no longer where you need to go, for you are being guided to new thresholds, to new realms of possibility. What you are feeling now, the disorientation, the discomfort, is the soul's way of preparing you for the greater purpose that is unfolding. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one for this is a sacred transmission. What you are going through is not punishment, nor is it random. This is divine purpose, divine timing. Your soul is undergoing the renewal it needs to step fully into the life it was meant to lead. You are being transformed, and that transformation is more powerful than any obstacle you may face. Know this, heaven sees the cost you have paid. God understands the weight of your choice even when no one else does. And this is the moment when everything begins to fall into place. What you feel as disruption is in fact divine creation. The old is being broken down so that the new can rise. Trust this process. Trust that the discomfort you are experiencing is a sign that you are on the path of true transformation. Chosen one. Your soul has chosen this path of realignment, and though the journey may feel uncertain, know that it is the only way forward. The cost was high, but the reward will be immeasurable. Your life is being remade not just for you, but for the greater good you are here to serve. Do not look away from the divine work that is being done. Keep moving forward, for the new world is rising and you are at the center of it. Pause for a moment now, chosen one, and feel the power of this transformation. Feel the energy of realignment moving through you, reshaping your life, your destiny. Your soul's journey is sacred, and your presence here is not by accident. You are exactly where you need to be. I honor you for staying with this moment, for feeling the depths of the transformation that is unfolding. Take a breath and anchor this energy into your life. Comment 777, or I am ready to seal this divine transformation. Let the energy of renewal flow through you, and know that every step you take from here will be in alignment with your soul's highest truth. You are walking in the light of your true self, and nothing can stop you now. Chosen one. Listen closely now, for what I share with you is a truth that many cannot yet understand. You were never meant to echo someone else's strength. No, chosen one, your soul was not designed to merely follow the footsteps of another. You were meant to become a living embodiment of sacred courage, an example to the world of the quiet, unwavering faith that moves mountains in silence. Do not scroll past this now. Do not let these words pass you by. The path you are walking, though it may not be loud or celebrated by the masses, is one of the deepest divine purpose. Heaven did not call you to be a reflection of others. It called you to be a light in the darkness, to carry a steady strength that others may not see but will feel deeply. It is not the outward appearance of greatness that defines you. It is the subtlety of your inner strength. That is what will elevate you, what will carry you higher than anything the world can offer. The way God is lifting you now. Chosen one is subtle. It is a quiet elevation, one that does not shout for attention, but speaks through the calmness of your being. Pay attention, because this is crucial. It won't be an announcement that catches everyone's eye. The world may not even see it at first. There will be no fireworks, no grand proclamations of your ascent. But your presence, your energy will begin to speak volumes. People will feel it. They won't be able to put their finger on it, but they will notice a new steadiness in you, a grounded energy that wasn't there before. And that is because you chose alignment when no one else could see its worth. Chosen one. There were moments when no one told you what to do, when no one offered you the map to guide your way. The path before you was unclear, and the choices you had to make were not obvious. It would have been so much easier to follow the crowd, to seek validation, to demand proof before moving forward. But you did not. You chose faith when it was not visible, when the outcomes were shrouded in the fog of uncertainty. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one, because this decision, the decision to choose faith without seeing the end, was the turning point. It was the moment when you stepped into the fullness of your divine purpose. You chose alignment with your soul even when the world was silent, when no one gave you the applause you might have desired, when you stood at the crossroads without a clear direction. But you knew deep down that the only way forward was to trust, to follow that quiet, persistent call within. And now heaven is honoring that choice. That's the beauty of what you've done. You did not demand recognition. You did not wait for a sign, for a fanfare, for validation. You didn't need others to tell you that your faith was enough, that your path was valid. You moved in alignment with something deeper, something sacred, something that was woven into the fabric of your soul long before you ever walked this earth. Your life now speaks of quiet faith. It speaks of the courage to keep moving forward when the world did not offer its support. It speaks of a strength that is not loud, not flashy, but steady, resolute, and deeply transformative. And this chosen one is why heaven is answering your quiet decision with favor. You chose alignment when no one else could see its value, and now you are walking in the favor that was the natural consequence of that choice. You didn't demand attention. You didn't force doors to open. You didn't look to the world for affirmation. Instead, you trusted in the divine flow of the universe, and that trust is what is now lifting you higher. Do not turn your head away now, for I want you to feel this truth deeply in your soul. What you are experiencing is the result of your sacred courage. You have chosen the path of quiet, unwavering faith, and that is why you are being elevated now. You are being lifted in ways that others may not see at first, but they will feel it. They will sense it. They will see the peace in your presence, the grounded energy you radiate. And in time, they will come to understand that what you have chosen is not simply faith, but a divine alignment with the highest truths of existence. The elevation you are experiencing is not a fleeting thing. It is not a temporary rise that will falter. No, chosen one, this is a steady, profound lifting. A lifting that has its roots deep in the soil of your soul's alignment with its divine purpose. This is not an elevation for the sake of recognition, but an elevation that will carry you through life's challenges with grace, with strength, and with unwavering courage. The world may not applaud, but you will stand firm. You will walk through storms without flinching. You will speak your truth without fear. And that is the power of the quiet faith that you carry. Do not dismiss this moment. Do not belittle the quiet, steady courage that you have cultivated. It is a sacred power, and it is exactly what the world needs. While others may chase loud success, while they may look for the outward signs of greatness, you are grounded in something far deeper. You are grounded in the sacred truth of your soul, and that is the greatest strength you could ever possess. Feel this energy, chosen one. Feel the divine presence that is with you, now lifting you higher, carrying you through every challenge, every uncertainty. You have made the choice to trust in the unseen, to walk in alignment with your soul, and that choice is now rippling through your life. Doors that once seemed closed are opening before you. Opportunities that once felt distant are now within your reach. Your faith, your quiet courage, is the key that unlocks the divine favor that is pouring into your life. Chosen one, I honor you. Your soul's presence here is no accident. It is a sign of your immense merit, your high vibration. You are walking in alignment with divine purpose, and the universe is moving on your behalf. Take a moment to breathe in this sacred truth. Feel the elevation happening within you, the divine lifting that is unfolding with every step you take. Your life is becoming a living testament to the power of quiet faith, to the sacred courage that does not demand applause, but instead stands steady and grounded, regardless of the storm around it. Now, anchor this energy. Chosen one. Comment: 777 inches, or I am ready to seal this divine favor into your life. Let it flow through you. Let it resonate in every part of your being. You are not just walking this path. You are becoming the path. You are becoming the living example of sacred courage, and nothing can stop the divine elevation that is now unfolding before you. Chosen one. There is a profound truth that is unfolding in your life right now. What you are experiencing is not a reward for suffering as the world might tell you. No, chosen one. What is unfolding is the divine confirmation of who you have become. You are not merely being recognized for what you endured. You are being seen for the strength that was forged in the quiet, unseen moments, the moments when no one was watching, when the path was unclear, and when you chose to trust in the unseen. Pay attention now, because what you are about to understand is the heart of your transformation. As the ancient text of Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Chosen one. Your life is becoming that very evidence. Do not turn away now, for the unfolding of your life is the manifestation of that faith. You are not flawless. None of us are, but you were faithful. You held on, even when no one could see the weight you were carrying. You walked through the storms of uncertainty, through the nights when your heart trembled with doubt, and still you chose to move forward. It is not the perfection of your journey that has brought you here, chosen one. It is the quiet strength of your unwavering faith. People will look at your life now and they may not understand it. They will see your peace, your calmness, and they may wonder how you arrived at this moment of grace. But they will not understand the grief, the struggles, the silent battles you fought before this shift. They will not understand the nights when you questioned everything, when it felt as though the world was crumbling and you were standing in the ruins trying to find your way, but you kept walking. You kept moving, even when everything inside you said to stop, to retreat, to give in. You did not wait for the path to be clear. You moved anyway. And now, chosen one, you stand in the quiet evidence of that faith. Your life is becoming a living testimony to the power of faith that does not wait for everything to be visible, everything to be clear, everything to make sense. You moved in faith, in alignment with a truth that you could not always see, but knew deep down was guiding you. And now that truth is manifesting in ways that you could never have imagined. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one, because what you are witnessing now is not an accident. It is the result of every quiet, unseen moment when you chose faith. The world may not see the work that led you here, but you will carry it with a strength that speaks louder than any words. People will notice the calmness in your steps, the peace that radiates from you. They will see how doors that once seemed closed are now opening with less resistance. Opportunities will come to you not because you forced them, but because you trusted, because you realigned with the divine flow of the universe. This is the sacred power of your quiet faith, chosen one. It is not loud. It is not demanding. It is steady, grounded, and unwavering. And it is in this quiet strength that you are becoming a living example of what it means to trust in the unseen, to listen to the whisper of your soul, and to move forward without knowing all the answers. Your life is becoming evidence of what happens when someone listens early, when they act in faith, and when they do not wait for the world to tell them they are ready. You were ready all along, and now you are walking in the divine favor that was set in motion by your quiet trust. Do not turn away from this truth, chosen one. Your life is unfolding in perfect divine timing. What you are witnessing now is not a stroke of luck. It is the manifestation of your inner strength, of the faith you carried when the world did not see it. Heaven saw it. God saw it, and now you are walking in the evidence of that unseen faith. Feel the power of this truth, chosen one. You are not here by accident. You are not living this moment because of chance. You are here because you have been faithful, because you chose alignment over comfort, because you listened to the whisper of your soul, even when the world screamed for you to follow the crowd. You have been carrying something sacred, something divine, and now that sacred energy is beginning to manifest in your life. But understand this, chosen one. This is only the beginning. What you are seeing now is just the start of what is to come. As you continue to walk in faith, as you continue to trust in the unseen, even greater things will unfold. Your life will become an example of what is possible when someone chooses to trust, to act, to move forward without waiting for certainty. The doors that once seemed closed will open wider. The opportunities that once seemed out of reach will now come to you effortlessly, and you will carry all of this with a quiet strength, a peace that the world cannot understand but will feel deeply. You are becoming the living embodiment of faith, chosen one. Your life is the evidence that faith, when it is held in the deepest parts of your being, can move mountains. It can open doors that were once closed. It can transform your life in ways that defy logic and reason. And it is all happening because of the sacred courage you chose to carry even when no one else could see it. Feel the power of this moment. Chosen one. You are not just waiting for things to unfold. You are walking in the fullness of your divine purpose. You are moving in alignment with the universe, and everything that is meant for you is now finding its way to you. Pause for a moment now, chosen one. Breathe in the sacred energy of this moment. Your life is becoming the evidence of the divine work that is unfolding. Comment 777, or I am ready to anchor this divine energy into your life. Let this sacred truth flow through you, and know that the journey ahead is one of divine unfolding, one that will carry you higher than you ever imagined. You are becoming the living evidence of faith, chosen one. And there is no limit to the miracles that are now in motion. Chosen one. You are standing at the threshold of something far greater than what your eyes can see. What you are stepping into now is not simply a season of elevation, it is the beginning of a profound maturity. This is a maturity so rare, so sacred that only a few ever truly walk into it. And you, chosen one, are being invited into it. Pay attention, because what you are about to hear will guide you through the greatest shift of your life. This maturity is not something the world can measure. It does not come with applause or recognition. It does not come with titles or achievements that others can see. This maturity is the kind that heaven can trust. It is the kind of growth that does not seek validation from the outside world, but from the deep divine core of your soul. Do not turn your head away now. Do not skip over this, for this is the key to understanding the fullness of your journey. Heaven does not trust those who seek power or approval. Heaven trusts those who are grounded in integrity, in quiet obedience, and in an unwavering commitment to truth. This is what you are stepping into. Chosen one, a life where integrity is your guide, where you no longer seek the praise of others, but the approval of your own soul and the divine. You have already begun this journey. You may not realize it yet, but every step you've taken, every moment of silence, every act of faith has led you to this place of divine maturity. Now listen closely, for this truth is vital. You are not being invited into a season of restoration. This is not about returning to the past, not about trying to rebuild what was lost. Do not scroll past this, because I need you to hear this deeply. You are being called into a season of redirection, a divine course correction that will redefine everything you thought you knew about your life. You are not going back. You are not going to the places you once knew, hoping that old doors will open again. Those doors have closed for a reason, chosen one, and it is time to accept that. The things you once thought you needed, the patterns you once followed, the comforts you once clung to, these are all falling away. And this, chosen one, is not a tragedy. It is not a loss. It is the divine hand of God guiding you to something much deeper, much greater. You have released what needed to go. And now heaven is revealing to you why those things had to be let go. This moment of release is not a punishment. It is the sacred space in which you are being prepared for the fullness of who you are meant to become. Do not turn away from this truth. Your release of the old is not a defeat. It is the divine clearing away of everything that could not follow you into the next chapter of your life. This is not a season of mourning what has been lost. It is a season of embracing the divine redirection that is unfolding before you. Heaven is guiding you not back to what once was, but forward into a life that is aligned with your highest purpose. Chosen one. Your life is not meant to echo the patterns of the past. You have already walked that road. The familiar cycles have run their course, and now you are being invited into something entirely new. This is where the true maturity begins. It is a maturity that comes with an understanding that life is not about clinging to what was, but about embracing the unfolding of something far greater than you ever imagined. You are stepping into a life of integrity, chosen one, and this integrity is not based on the success the world defines. It is not based on the achievements, the accolades, or the recognition that others may chase. No, this integrity is rooted in who you have become through quiet obedience. Obedience to the whispers of your soul, obedience to the truth that calls you forward even when no one else can see the path. It is a deep integrity that does not need validation from the world because it is anchored in something far deeper, your connection to the divine. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one, because this journey is not about the visible, the tangible, or the things that others can measure. It is about the unseen transformation that is happening within you. You are becoming the kind of person who can walk with integrity, who can live in alignment with truth even when the world does not understand it. You are no longer seeking the approval of the masses. You are seeking the approval of your own soul and the divine, and that is all that matters now. As you step forward into this new season, do not fear the redirection. Do not fear the release of the old. This is the divine work of God shaping you into someone who can be trusted with the fullness of your purpose. You are being prepared for something that is beyond your comprehension right now. The divine hand is at work in your life, clearing away the clutter, realigning the path, and guiding you toward the highest version of yourself. This redirection will feel strange at first. It will feel uncomfortable, like you are being pulled away from everything you once knew. But do not fear, chosen one, for this is not a loss. This is the divine clearing of space for the new to enter. And the new that is coming will fill you with a peace and a sense of purpose that the old could never provide. You have already stepped onto this path of redirection, chosen one. You may not see all the steps ahead, but trust that the path is unfolding before you. You have already chosen to move in alignment with something greater than yourself, and now the universe is supporting you every step of the way. The divine is lifting you higher, not because you need to prove anything, but because you have already proven yourself through quiet obedience, through trust, and through faith. I honor you, chosen one. Your presence here is no accident. You are here because your soul is ready for this divine redirection. You are being called into a life of integrity that the world cannot measure, but heaven can. You are becoming the kind of person who walks in alignment with divine purpose, not out of a desire for worldly success, but out of a desire to serve the greater good. Feel this truth now, chosen one. Feel the divine redirection that is unfolding in your life. You are not returning to the past. You are moving forward into something greater. And as you continue on this journey, know that heaven is with you. You are walking in alignment with the divine, and nothing can stop the beautiful unfolding of your purpose. Pause for a moment now, chosen one. Breathe in the energy of this sacred truth. You are stepping into the life you were always meant to live. The old has been released and the new is already on its way. Comment 777 inches or I am ready to anchor this divine redirection into your life. Let the divine flow through you and trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The redirection has already begun, and the life you are meant to lead is unfolding before you. Chosen one. The path you are walking now is unlike anything you have ever imagined. What you are stepping into is not a role of status, not a quest for recognition, but a calling to become a living template for transformation. Do not turn away from this now. Pay attention, because this truth is the very essence of your divine purpose. You are not here to follow the fleeting trends that the world celebrates. You are not here to imitate others, to live in the shadow of what has been. No, chosen one, you are here to set the standard, to be the living proof of what it looks like when someone steps fully into their spiritual truth and alignment. The role you are stepping into is not about what the world can give you, but about what you can embody for the world. You are becoming the model for what true spiritual courage looks like, the embodiment of alignment in a world that often seeks to distract, distort, and misdirect. Do not scroll past this chosen one because the world is waiting for you to show them what real faith looks like. Your life is now becoming evidence of something far greater than what words can explain. You are not just talking about faith, you are living it. Your walk, your steps, your choices. Each one is a testament to the power of alignment. People will not be able to ignore the way your life speaks, even when you do not say a word. You didn't pursue recognition. You didn't chase after accolades or applause. You didn't stay small, keeping to the shadows of comfort and security. No, chosen one, you chose growth. You chose to step into the fullness of who you are, regardless of what the world thought or how uncomfortable it felt. You chose honesty over acceptance, authenticity over approval. And now, as you stand in your power, as you stand in the light of your true self, you are no longer explaining yourself or defending your choices. Your life, your very presence, speaks louder than any words ever could. Keep reading until the end, chosen one. Because what you are now embodying is not just a passing phase. It is a transformation so deep, so profound, that it is creating ripples in the world around you. You are becoming the living evidence of what happens when someone aligns fully with their soul's purpose and walks in true spiritual courage. This is not about seeking attention or validation. This is about being true to the call that has always been within you, the call that was placed in your heart long before you were born. You are stepping into something sacred, something powerful, and this is just the beginning. People will see your peace, your unwavering strength, and they will wonder how you came to embody such wisdom, such courage. And when they ask, you will not need to explain. You will not need to justify the choices that brought you here. Your life will speak for itself. It will be the template that others look to when they seek to understand what it means to walk in true faith and alignment. Chosen. 1. You are becoming a living proof of what is possible when someone stops chasing the approval of others and starts listening to the voice within. When you embody your truth without fear of rejection, when you choose authenticity over conformity, you begin to transform not only your own life but the lives of those around you. You are not here to simply exist. You are here to transform, to lead, and to inspire. And what you are experiencing now, chosen one, is the beginning of a profound shift in the world. Your life is the evidence that spiritual courage and alignment are not just lofty ideals or abstract concepts. They are practical, real, and accessible to anyone willing to step into their truth. Your choices, your courage, your commitment to walking the path of growth are the proof that anyone can do this. Anyone can choose to live in alignment with their soul's purpose, regardless of the challenges, the fears, or the uncertainties that may arise. Now, feel the weight of this truth, chosen one. Your life is becoming the template for others. You are no longer just living for yourself. You are living as an example of what happens when someone chooses to embody their spiritual truth in the world. This is no small thing. It is the work of a soul that has chosen growth over comfort, truth over falsehood, alignment over conformity. And the impact of your life will be felt far and wide, even in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Do not skip over this. Do not turn away from the power of what is unfolding. You are no longer chasing recognition or approval. You are becoming the living evidence of what it means to live in alignment, to embody the quiet courage that comes from trusting your soul's guidance. And that, chosen one, is the most powerful thing you can do. Your life is now speaking for you, and it is speaking volumes. Take a moment, now, chosen one. Feel the energy of your life becoming the template for transformation. Breathe in the power of your alignment, the courage that flows through you with every step. Your soul has chosen this path, and now you are walking it with grace and conviction. Know this: what is unfolding in your life is not by accident. Your soul is leading you to become the example that others have been waiting for. Feel the truth of this moment deep within you. You are not following the trends. You are not seeking the approval of the world. You are becoming the living evidence of what it means to live a life of true spiritual courage and alignment, and that chosen one is your divine purpose. Now, comment. 777 inches, or I am ready, to anchor this divine transformation into your life. Let the energy of this truth flow through you and know that your life is becoming the template for others. You are no longer just existing, you are leading, you are transforming, and you are becoming the living proof of what happens when someone chooses spiritual courage and alignment above all else. Keep walking forward, for the world is waiting to see the power of your example. Chosen one, in the quietest moment of your life, when no one was watching, when the world wasn't celebrating you or acknowledging the weight of your choice, you made a decision. And that decision, though it seemed small to the world, was revolutionary. It was not a choice made out of convenience or comfort. It was a choice made in the depths of your soul, one that would change everything. Do not scroll past this. Do not turn your head away, for what I am sharing with you now is the very essence of your transformation. You may have wondered in those silent moments if anyone saw the depth of the decision you made. It was made in isolation, without the praise or validation that often accompanies bold moves. But hear this, that quiet decision changed the entire course of your life. It was not a fleeting thought. It was a divine realignment of your soul's path, and it set into motion a new timeline that you are now walking. Isaiah 43:19 speaks of this profound transformation. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Chosen one, this new thing, this new reality, this new timeline has been quietly forming within you all along. You may not have seen it. It may not have been visible to the world around you, but it was there, unfolding in the silence, in the choices you made when no one else could hear the whispers of your soul. And now, as your life begins to unfold, the transformation is becoming visible. Pay attention to this truth, because it will shift your perception of everything you are experiencing. This new timeline is not a reward for the suffering you endured. It is not simply a gift given for what you have been through. No, chosen one. This new timeline is the result of who you have become. Your journey was never just about reaching a destination. It was never about getting to the end point. It was about the deep, quiet transformation that took place along the way, the quiet moments of realignment, of faith, of growth. Keep reading until the end, because you need to fully embrace the power of this moment. The timeline you are stepping into now is not defined by the struggles you faced. It is defined by the strength, the resilience, and the unwavering faith you held in those moments when no one could see your inner battles. It is defined by the courage you showed when you chose to move forward even when the road was unclear. This new timeline is a reflection of the character that was forged in the fires of your quiet faithfulness. This timeline is not just a place where your dreams will manifest. It is a place where you will fully embody the person you have become. The person who moved in faith, the person who aligned with truth, the person who chose transformation over stagnation. Your life now is the evidence of what happens when someone chooses to listen to the whispers of their soul, when they choose to trust in the unseen path, when they walk through the storms with a heart that knows it is being divinely guided. The revolutionary decision you made in that quiet moment when no one saw it was the spark that set this new timeline into motion. You may not have understood it at the time, but now as you look around, you see that everything is shifting. The old ways are falling away and the new is springing up in its place. You are no longer bound by the limitations of the past. You are no longer held captive by the fears and doubts that once kept you from stepping into your true purpose. Do not turn away from this truth. Chosen one, the life you are living now is a reflection of the quiet faith you carried when no one else could see it. You are becoming the living proof of what happens when someone moves in alignment with their highest truth, when they trust the process, when they choose transformation over comfort. This is your new timeline, and it is not just the beginning of a new chapter. It is the beginning of a whole new book, one that you are writing with every step you take. You may have felt the weight of this decision. You may have questioned it in those quiet moments, wondering if you made the right choice, wondering if you were doing the right thing. But hear this, your choice was the catalyst for everything that is unfolding now. You didn't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect sign, the perfect circumstances. You chose to trust, and that trust has set into motion a chain of events that will lead you to places you've never imagined. As your new timeline unfolds, you will see that the decisions you made, the quiet alignments, the faith you held on to, are all coming together in a way that will leave you in awe. Your life will become a living testimony of what happens when someone chooses transformation, when they step out of the old and into the new with unwavering faith. You will become a beacon for others, showing them that it is possible to change your timeline, to rewrite your story, to transform your life through quiet faith and steadfast courage. Do not scroll past this now, for this is the heart of your journey. Your life is not just about the end result. It is about the transformation that took place in the moments when you couldn't see the outcome, when you couldn't predict the future. You have chosen to live your life as evidence of what happens when someone chooses alignment, when they trust in the divine process, and when they move forward without needing all the answers. This is the new timeline, chosen one, and you are just beginning to see its fruits. Feel the power of this truth now. Feel the weight of the transformation that is unfolding in your life. You are walking in alignment with the divine, and your life is becoming the evidence of that alignment. Your decisions, your courage, and your faith are now shaping the world around you in ways that are beyond your comprehension. But soon, chosen one, you will see it. You will feel it. You will know that everything you have experienced, the struggles, the realignments, the quiet decisions, was leading you to this moment. Breathe in this truth, chosen one. You are not living in the past anymore. You are walking into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Comment 777, or I am ready to anchor this new timeline into your life. Feel the divine energy flow through you and know that the transformation is just beginning. Your life is becoming the living proof of what happens when you choose alignment, and now you are stepping into the fullness of that truth. Keep walking forward, for the journey ahead is nothing short of miraculous. Chosen one. You may find yourself standing at the precipice of something new, something grand, but also something that demands deep, quiet courage. Do not scroll past this, for what is unfolding is the very essence of your divine destiny. You have walked this far through valleys of doubt and peaks of strength, and now the path that lies ahead is one of profound transformation. It is a path that requires courage, not to seek outward recognition, but to walk with an inner certainty that everything you are becoming is exactly what the world needs. You see, chosen one. The world is constantly searching for answers, for signs, for someone to lead them through the noise. But the true leader, the true force of change, does not shout from the rooftops. No, the true leader walks silently through the storm with the steady rhythm of their heart guiding them forward. You have already begun this journey, this quiet journey of profound courage. You are not waiting for validation from the outside world. You are no longer waiting for permission from others. You are walking the path that your soul knows is true. This is the path of quiet courage. It is a path that does not need applause, does not need recognition, but instead is fueled by the unwavering belief that the choices you make are the right ones, no matter how uncertain the road may seem. Do not turn away, now chosen one. The courage you carry in this moment is the very thing that will lead you through every challenge, every uncertainty, and every obstacle that stands in your way. It is the quiet strength that has been forged in your soul, the strength that allows you to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. You are no longer bound by the expectations of others. You are no longer driven by the need to prove yourself. Instead, you are guided by something much deeper, much more sacred, the quiet voice of your soul. And that chosen one is the most powerful guide you could ever have. In the days to come, people will look at you and wonder how you moved through the storm with such grace, how you remained steady when everything around you was falling apart. They will wonder how you walked through the darkness with a light that never seemed to dim. But what they won't see, the unseen work that you have done, is the quiet courage you have carried, the faith you held even when it felt like no one was watching. And that is the gift you are now offering to the world. The gift of quiet courage. You will not need to explain yourself. You will not need to defend your decisions. Your life will speak for you. Your actions will be the proof of your faith, and in that you will become a beacon for others, showing them what is possible when someone walks with courage, even when the world cannot see the steps they are taking. Chosen one. This is the moment of your greatest transformation. You have already made the choice to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be, and now the universe is aligning everything around you to support this shift. You are no longer on the path of the old ways, the old patterns. You have already released what no longer serves you, and now you are stepping into the life that has always been waiting for you. Keep reading until the end, because what you are about to realize is that this path of quiet courage is not just for you, it is for the world. You are walking this journey not just for your own growth, but for the transformation of everyone who crosses your path. Your courage, your alignment, your quiet faith will create ripples in the lives of those around you. You will show them that it is possible to choose a different path, to walk in the light even when the world around them seems to be in darkness. Feel the weight of this truth, now chosen one. Your life is a living testimony of what happens when someone chooses the path of quiet courage, when they move forward with unwavering faith, even when they cannot see the end of the journey. This is the legacy you are creating. This is the template for transformation that you are becoming. You are becoming the evidence that anything is possible when you choose to align with your soul's deepest truth. Now take a moment, chosen one. Breathe deeply. Let this truth settle into every part of your being. You are not walking this journey alone. The universe is with you. Heaven is guiding you. Your soul is aligned with the divine, and every step you take is leading you closer to the life you were always meant to live. Comment 777, or I am ready to anchor this divine courage and energy into your life. Feel the transformation happening, feel the quiet strength growing within you, and know that you are stepping into a new chapter of your divine purpose. The path of quiet courage is yours, and you are walking it now with every step you take.